Hi everyone, welcome back to a new tutorial. Today we're gonna see together the third video of this series, how to crochet a corner to corner rectangle. So let's get started right away. So for this tutorial I'm using medium worsted yarn and 5.5mm crochet hook. You can use the yarn of your choice with the crochet hook mentioned on the yarn label. I'm gonna start by making a slip knot. And I'll chain 6. In the fourth chain from the hook, I'm gonna make 1 double crochet. In the next 2 chains, I will make 1 double crochet. I'm gonna chain 6. So after I chain 6, I'll turn, making sure my first clusters are on this right side. I'm gonna repeat the same in the fourth chain from the hook. I'm gonna make 1 double crochet. I'm gonna make 1 double crochet in the next 2 chains. So this is what I got now. I'm gonna turn this cluster this side, and I'm gonna come inside the chain 3 and slip stitch. So this is how it is. Now I'm gonna chain 3, and in the same space where I did the slip stitch, I'm gonna add 3 double crochet. Okay, so initially we're working on a triangle with clusters. These 3 double crochet with a chain 3 are clusters. So basically it's a repetition of 2 things: the chain 6 followed by 3 double crochet, and then slip stitch, chain 3 and 3 double crochet. You'll understand as we go further. So from this point I'm gonna chain 6. So starting of each row, you started with a chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Starting with chain 6, and then we'll work through, and at the end of the same row, you'll end with a chain 3 and 3 double crochet. You'll understand better in a while. 1, 2, 3, and fourth chain, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next 2 chains. And then, like I did before, I will turn this side, insert the hook in the chain 3 of the second cluster, pull through, slip stitch, and the next step, chain 3 and 3 double crochet inside the same space. and again this next cluster in the chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3. So this is the end of the row, and this is what we're gonna do at the end of each row as long as I want to make the triangle bigger. So the corner to corner starts with a triangle, then it decreases to form the square. So chain 3 and 3 double crochet in the same space. So like I said, beginning of the row you chain 6 and then you make the cluster with the 3 double crochet. At the end of each row you slip stitch, chain 3 and 3 double crochet. Now we're starting a new row. I'm gonna chain 6 again. The same thing in the 4th chain from the hook, 1 double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, 1 double crochet. So this is how it is. Turn the triangle or the piece, and then in the space, the chain 3 space, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the same space, slip stitch into the next space, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the space, in the last space, same thing, slip stitch, chain 3 and 3 double crochet in the space. Okay, so this is what you should know and need to know. So let's assume you want to make a shawl or you want to make a head bandana. You keep expanding by chaining 6 at the beginning of each row, and you work the same way I showed you previously. And then every time you go to the next cluster, you slip stitch in the chain 3 space, you make 3 double crochet and repeat. The end of the row you slip stitch again and you do the same, 3 double crochet. As easy as that. You make it as big as you want. So at a certain point after expanding the triangle, the triangle, I want to shape it into a rectangle. So let's assume you want to make a shawl, rectangular shawl. You want to make the length of the triangle as long as you want, let's say 80 centimeters. You make one of the sides 80 centimeters and the other side will shape it into a rectangle as big as we want for the length of the shawl, for example. Okay, so for that, once you know how long or how wide you want your shawl to be, then you start building of the rectangle. Now let's say this is the length I want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, and now I want to make the rectangle, let's say 10 squares. So every time I'll start closing on this side and extending on this side, and this is what we're going to see now. So now I'm going to chain 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna work the usual. So in the 4th chain from the hook, 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet, in the next 2 chains. So this side will always be the extending and the end of the row will always be the closing. I will turn again and slip stitch and continue working till the end of the row, where we'll see what we need to do. So this is the last square we're gonna work. And the last one inside the chain 3, I'm gonna slip stitch. So what I'm gonna do on this side, I'm gonna chain 3 and I will turn and I will slip stitch straight into the next chain 3 space. So I close this side and I'll keep closing every time and extending on this side like I said earlier. So I'm gonna chain 3 and the same 3 double crochet. So this is the last square I'm making before extending. Okay, no, the square before the last. So the last chain 3 space, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So as we said, we are extending. And again, chain 6. Same thing, 4th chain from the hook, 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet in the next 2 chains. And turn, slip stitch. So you see already how it's going. So you go further up for the rectangle shape, and here you keep on closing every time to keep it also in the same shape. So we will make as many squares as we want on this side, and we will keep closing on this side until you get the shape. And then the next step is to close off the the entire piece to shape it into a rectangle. So we start with a triangle and we end with a triangle, and that's what we're gonna see next. So here I'm at the end of the row again, and I'm gonna slip stitch, and I'll chain 3, and I'll keep closing, turn and slip stitch into the chain 3 space. So now I'm gonna close the rectangle to give it the full shape. So I'll stop increasing from here or making more squares, and I'll start doing the same as here. I'll close now from this side and from this side. So now I'm gonna chain 3 and same 3 double crochet. And into the same chain 3 space, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the space. Into the next space, the same thing. Into the next space, chain 3, 3 double crochet, okay. And here what I'm gonna do, in the last chain 3 space, I'm gonna slip stitch, and like I said, I'll start closing like I did here. So I'm gonna chain 3 and I'll turn, and into the chain 3 space of the next square I'll slip stitch. You see how it looks so far, so I'll continue closing this side. So chain 3, 3 double crochet in the space, slip stitch into the next square, repeats. And this is the last one, slip stitch again, chain 3 and turn, and in the next chain 3 space, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the space, and in the next space, same thing, slip stitch and chain 3, three double crochet, in the next space, which is the last one, slip stitch, chain 3 and turn. We have one square left, so slip stitch into the next chain 3, chain 3, 3 double crochet, slip stitch, chain 3, turn and same, slip stitch and fasten off this time, and that's it. That's how you get corner to corner rectangle. Easy and straightforward. You start by learning how to make the triangle, then how to expand it to make it as long as you want, then closing the same way by decreasing the number of squares until you close it off completely. I hope you found the tutorial useful and you'll be able to make your own, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.